Good evening, welcome to your latest weather update from the Met Office. It was a stormy start to the weekend, but everything's turning a little more settled as we head into the new working week, thanks to high pressure building down to the south of the UK. However, we have still got some weather fronts just brushing across the very far north, these slowly sinking their way south and eastwards towards the middle part of the week. But then we start to see the jet stream shifting its way northwards towards Iceland, and that allows this larger area of high pressure to develop out towards the west of the UK, pushing its way eastwards across the country, so turning everything a little more settled by the time we get to next weekend. Before we get there though, and back to the rest of Sunday, there's still quite a bit of cloud and rain around across the northern half of the country. Outbreaks of rain pushing in across western parts of Scotland, perhaps turning a little heavy at times and quite persistent as we go throughout the night. Across much of England and Wales, though, generally a dry night to come. Plenty of clear spells on offer here, and with much lighter winds than we've seen recently, that could allow some mist and fog to develop across southern parts of England. It could also turn a little chilly here under any clear skies, temperatures rurally getting down into the low or mid-single figures. But further north, while we hold on to all that cloud, it will be staying a little bit milder to start the day on Monday. So a damp start across western parts of Scotland to start the new working week. We'll continue to see outbreaks of persistent, mostly light rain and drizzle feeding into western parts of Scotland. Eastern areas staying a little bit drier. But as we go towards Monday afternoon, it's much of England and Wales that hold on to the best of any sunshine, quite prolonged sunshine once any of that mist and fog has cleared through the morning. Further outbreaks of heavy rain arriving across western parts of Scotland, and the winds perhaps picking up a little here too, though nothing as strong as we saw with Storm Amy. Temperatures on Monday will be up compared to what we saw over the weekend, particularly across the south and the east. We could see highs of 20, 21, perhaps even 22 degrees, and even eastern parts of Scotland perhaps getting into the low 20s too. So definitely feeling warmer if you do catch the sunshine compared to what we saw over the weekend. That area of rain, though, across western parts of Scotland continues to push its way north and eastwards through Monday evening. Again, some outbreaks of quite heavy rainfall are possible here. Further south, a bit more cloud building from the southwest as we go through the evening and into the early hours of Tuesday morning. So generally a cloudier night to come for all of us, perhaps some outbreaks of showery rain across parts of Wales and southwest England, and a more organised band of rain arriving across western parts of Scotland into the early hours of Tuesday. And with all that cloud around, that generally means a milder night to come for most places. Temperatures generally holding up into the double figures, though perhaps dropping just a little lower if we do see any clear skies, maybe into the high single figures. But generally a cloudier start to the day on Tuesday for many of us. We see that weather front across the very far northwest of Scotland slowly sink its way south and eastwards as we go throughout Tuesday. Generally a much cloudier day across England and Wales, though, compared to what we saw on Monday. Not quite as many sunny spells, maybe one or two brighter interludes, but it'll be northwest Scotland as we go through the afternoon that holds on to the best of any sunnier spells. Perhaps feeling a little bit fresher here with brisk westerly winds, but generally plenty of sunny spells on offer, and across the board temperatures are much closer to average, so not feeling quite as warm as it did on Monday. That weather front will then continue to sink its way south and eastwards as we go through the rest of Tuesday, with high pressure then building in behind and turning everything more settled as we go through the second half of the week. But you can find out more about that by hitting subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bye for now.